What's up YouTube, this is m-x-saber. Today I thought I'd bring you a slightly updated version of my Koa'ki Meiru OTK deck. I've recently fallen out of love with the rabbit build, and so I've been trying something different. There are a couple of cards in here which are just cards I like to run, because they're a bit trollsy, but aren't really that consistent for tournament play, and I'll get to those or when I get to them. So don't immediately just net deck this and complain when things don't go perfectly, but yeah. This deck's a lot of fun. Obviously it's not meta or anything, I don't think Koa'ki Meiru's have ever been meta, and it's largely just because they're quite inconsistent. It's quite funny, however, OTKing people with Koa'ki Meiru, because people just don't see it coming. But yeah, let's get started. Triple Urnite. This is, I suppose, as close to a boss monster as the deck has in the main. What this does, it special summons a level 4 or lower Koa'ki Meiru monster from your deck, except itself when you reveal a core in your hand, and it has the maintenance cost that you have to reveal a beast warrior or pitch a core. But it's 2k by itself. That special summons a possible 19 beta, so it's a lot of damage. And speaking of that 19 beta, Triple Crusader, it has the same maintenance cost as Urnite. Its special effect is when it beats over something, and when it destroys a monster by battle, you can add a Koa'ki Meiru card from your graveyard to your hand. That can either be a core you've had to pitch, or any of the monsters. So, while there may not actually seem to be that many Koa'ki Meiru monsters, you can just continuously loop them with Crusader if you get some beats going. 2 Koa'ki Meiru Boulder. This doesn't have a maintenance cost, but on the flip side that is quite weak. It's only 1200 attack. What this does is when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Iron Core from your deck to your hand, or 1 level 4 lower Koa'ki Meiru monster. So this just searches out your combo pieces. If you have a core, it searches out Urnite. If you have Urnite, it searches out core. It's quite good. And the last Koa'ki Meiru monster is, this is meant to be a Koa'ki Meiru Bergzak, but I couldn't find one. So I'm just proxying it with a power hand for the moment. Bergzak's in there for when you want to do a lot of damage, but your opponent has a monster. So you summon Bergzak with Urnite, be over the monster with Urnite, attack again for 2k, and then swing with the Urnite for 2k, so that's 4k if your opponent only has 1 monster out, and Bergzak can get rid of it. So that's all good. It's a fairly aggressive deck, so it works nicely. 2 bear, because around 3 Tenki and a Tensu. Kind of self-explanatory. 2 tour guide, because it gets you into your main OTK. And running off the monsters, 2 max C, just so you can draw your combo pieces. Spells, Reborn, Dark Hole, Storm, Double Space and Double Lance. Triple Tenki, because Crusader, Bear and Urnite are Beast Warrior. And 1 Tensu, because you need it for your OTK. I might as well go through the OTK at the end of this video. Then play Triple Iron Core, and 1 Core Transport Unit. What Transport Unit does is continuous, and once a turn you can discard 1 card to add 1 Iron Core from your deck to your hand. Not gonna lie, the cores often clog in multiples, but at the same time, if you go games where you don't draw core at all, then you're probably going to lose, because you need core for your Urnite special summons. And running off a spell are 2 cards, which are the sort of player preference cards I spoke about earlier, and that's 2 core overclock. What this does is it beefs up all face-up Koa'ki Meiru monsters you control by 500, and once per turn during your main phase you can discard 1 iron core to have all face-up Koa'ki Meiru monsters you control gain a further 1000 until the end phase. So it gives your spare cores something to actually do. And what I like doing with this is you play this, summon Crusader, whether just normal summoning it or getting it out via Urnite. Pitching core, beefing the Crusader up to I think 3-4 I think it is. Then being over pretty much anything in the game and getting back your core. Those beats for absolutely nothing. But yeah, if I was actually taking this to a tournament, I'd probably take these out and run something like Breakthrough Skill. But there we go. And for traps, 2 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Compulse, because if your opponent drops something like Zen Mains or My Stroke, then it's quite hard to get around. I know you can make Tiger King fairly easily, but it's much nicer to just get it straight out of the way, and then you can attack with these 2 monsters for like 4k. And then one each of the Judgment, one each of the Psalms rather. Alright, for the extra. 1 Tiger King gets you your Tensu and your Tenkis if you need them. Abyss Dweller, Pap, Cowboy. Cowboy's really important because for some reason, if you can't get out the perfect OTK, then you're often leaving your opponent on like 600-700. I don't know why, it just seems to work out like that, so then you can just succeed into Cowboy. And then for the last little bit, My Stroke, Direwolf, Emerald, Chain. I use Chain mainly for the top decking effect, and usually for Tour Guide. I rarely use the Foolish effect unless I've got like a Reborn or something in hand. Shockmaster, Ouroboros, Dice Sigma, Invoker, crucial to your OTK. Levier in case like an Urnite or something gets banished, because this deck doesn't really appreciate Bottomless. Zen Mains, and then one number 49 Fortune Tune. This is for when you've got a Tour Guide and you really need to just stall out for a couple of turns to draw your last combo piece. If you make this with Tour Guide, it sits around. It'll probably survive at least 1 turn. Gives you a bit of breathing space, and then it refreshes your Tour Guide so you can hopefully draw it later on and go back into your Invoker and go into your plays, because I don't run Avarice. I do run Emerald, but Fortune Tune is just quite a nice little elegant solution. Right, and that's the deck. I'll now show you the OTK. I think I do have another video on it, but I might as well just show you now. Well, I've got everything to hand. Right. Okay. What you do is you go Tour Guide, Xyz, Invoker, use Invoker's effect, grabbing out an Urnite, use Urnite's effect, revealing core to your opponent, grabbing you Crusader, seizing into Tiger King. Tiger King grabbing you Tensu. Tensu, you normal summon another copy of Ernite. Use his effect again, revealing Core, and specialing a Crusader. Assuming the maths is right, it should be exactly 8k, because these monsters all gain for Tensu. And that's how to OTK. Obviously there are some other slightly more situational OTKs, but this is kind of the main bread and butter one you want to get the combo pieces for. But yeah, don't forget to leave me a comment with your thoughts on the deck. If you yourself have a build for this deck, put up on YouTube. Don't be afraid to leave me a video response, I'll check it out. But yeah, it's been Uzumaki1, signing out.